How to serve Merlot wine. Wine is a great addition to a meal or a wonderful drink to enjoy on its own. Merlot is a versatile type of wine that is easily accessible. When you serve Merlot, take care to treat the wine properly. You will need to pay attention to what type of wine you are serving and the temperature. There are several steps you can take to properly serve Merlot. Method 1: Serving Merlot properly. 1. Ensure the correct temperature. Temperature is one of the environmental factors that can greatly affect the taste of your wine. If it is too cold, you can hardly taste the flavors. If it is too warm, the flavors will not taste sharp and defined. Merlot is best served at 60-65 degrees. You will likely need to take steps to ensure that you reach this temperature. Although it might seem counterintuitive, you should chill your red wine, including Merlot. Store it at room temperature until near the time you wish to serve your wine. To achieve the proper temperature, place the bottle in the refrigerator for about 45 minutes. Alternatively, you can place it in an ice bucket filled with half ice and half water for 10 minutes. When the bottle is the right temperature, it should be slightly cool to the touch. Since most reds are not sold chilled, you will need to chill it at home. 2. Select the proper vessels. If you are going to serve wine, you need to choose the proper glassware. Different wines require different types of glasses. Make sure you choose the right glasses to serve Merlot. When serving any wine, the glass should be plain and clear. Dyed or frosted glasses distort the color, which can be an important indicator of the age and flavor of the wine. Make sure the glass has a large bowl. You should be able to offer a healthy pour of wine and still have enough room to swirl. All wine glasses should have stems. This helps to keep your body temperature from affecting the temperature of the wine. A Merlot glass should have a wide bowl with a slightly tapered mouth. The bowl should be able to easily hold 30 milliliters of liquid. 3. Allow the wine to breathe. Merlot is a great choice for a dinner party or an impromptu after-work drink with a friend. You can easily keep several good bottles on hand. Just give yourself time to open the wine before serving. Merlot, and other wines, need to breathe before serving. This means they need to be opened and exposed to air. Make sure to allow your Merlot to breathe for at least 20 minutes before serving. This allows the tannins time to soften. You can let it breathe for up to an hour before serving. Letting Merlot breathe allows the flavors to develop. 4. Decant your wine. Decanting simply means that you are pouring your wine from the bottle into another receptacle. When you decant your Merlot, you are further allowing the wine to aerate and breathe. This can help enhance the flavor of the wine. You can find wine decanters in many shapes and sizes. Choose one that fits your taste and your budget. Try shopping the housewares section at your favorite department store. Your decanter should be clear, plain glass. Merlot should be decanted for approximately 2 hours. Make sure to allow yourself time for this process before serving. 5. Pour your wine properly. You will need your bottle of wine, the proper glassware, and a wine key. A wine key is a simple type of corkscrew. You have likely seen a server or bartender use a wine key. You can buy them at any liquor store and even most grocery stores. Stand to the right of your guest to pour wine. If you are serving from the bottle, make sure the label is facing your guest. You can also serve your wine straight from the decanter. If you are having an informal dinner, it is perfectly fine to allow your guests to serve themselves. Pour 4-5 ounces of wine in each glass. There should still be room to swirl the wine without it sloshing out of the bowl. Method 2: Choosing the right wine. 1. Choose a price point. When purchasing wine, you will find that there is a big price difference between a cheap bottle of wine and an expensive one. Fortunately, there is a Merlot to fit any budget. Take a moment to think about how much you are comfortable spending per bottle. If you are new to wine drinking, you might want to start with a moderately priced bottle. As you are learning to discern different tastes and qualities, you probably won't want to splurge on a high-priced bottle. Consider the occasion. If you are just having a casual group over to watch The Bachelor, you probably don't need to break the bank on wine. If you are having a formal dinner or celebrating a special occasion, you might want to spend more per bottle. There is usually a discernible difference in taste and quality, depending on how much you spend. You can get a good quality Merlot for around $25. If you are planning to splurge, there are excellent wines available in the $200 range. 2. Think about your taste preferences. Merlot comes in many varieties. There are multiple ingredients used to make this full, flavored wine. Read the label of each bottle to find out which flavors are highlighted. Fruit is often one of the primary characteristics of Merlot. Common flavors are raspberry, plum, and black cherry. Other ingredients are used to enhance the flavors of the grapes. Some examples include cedar, vanilla, clove, and tobacco. Merlot comes from several different regions. France, Italy, the US, Australia, and Chile all are known for Merlot. You might find you prefer one region over another. 3. Ask for advice. Learning about wine can be lots of fun. It can also be overwhelming. If you are unsure which wine to choose, do not be afraid to ask. Visit a wine store. The employees will be happy to make recommendations. Be clear about your price point. Also explain the occasion where the wine will be served. Take a wine tasting class. Many high-end food stores offer these types of classes. Even local grocery stores and markets have special tasting events. These gatherings are a fun way to taste new wines and to learn about them. Method 3: Pairing Merlot with food. 1. Serve beef with Merlot. If you are planning a dinner party, you should consider pairing your food and wine. This means selecting certain dishes that will complement the wine. There are several types of food that pair wonderfully with Merlot, notably beef. Start researching food and wine pairings. Read some cooking magazines and scroll through websites that offer a variety of recipes. Search for recipes that highlight beef. You can use it as an appetizer or main dish. Cocktail meatballs would be a good choice for a starter. If you want to impress your guests, there are several flavorful beef dishes you could choose as an entree. Consider serving a grilled steak with a blue cheese butter. If you don't want to serve beef, chicken would make a lovely main dish. Try a classic roast chicken. 2. Choose complementary cheeses. Take into account what type of event you are planning. For example, maybe you are just inviting guests for hors d'oeuvres. If so, consider a selection of cheeses. A wine and cheese party can be a simple and elegant event. Cheese and wine naturally complement each other. Consider offering a hard, aged cheddar with your Merlot. You should include one soft cheese in your selection. Camembert goes nicely with Merlot. You can add a variety of other cheeses to pair with your wine. Try a Gruyere or Pecorino Toscano. 3. Plan a balanced menu. There are many benefits that come from thoughtfully pairing food and wine. If done properly, you will be able to draw out unnoticed flavors in both your dinner and your Merlot. You want to balance flavors and textures so that they complement one another. Typically, wines pair well with foods from the same region. For example, if you are serving a French Merlot, consider cooking some French dishes. Pay attention to each of your courses, including the starter. You could begin with a traditional Caesar salad. The flavors in the dressing will complement the Merlot. Certain foods are difficult to successfully pair with wines. Avoid tomatoes, vinaigrettes, and artichokes. Tips. Don't be afraid to experiment. You might need to try more than one type of wine to find your favorite. Consider having a wine tasting party. Buying wines by the case can save you money if you are planning to serve a large amount of wine. Merlot might have some great health benefits if you drink in moderation.